My wife stood up in the middle of dinner and screamed, "I'm divorcing this loser. 10 years of caring for a grown man is enough." Everyone laughed, except me. I was prepared. A week later, her lawyer called me, screaming and crying. I watched my wife stand up at our anniversary dinner, her chair scraping loud against the restaurant floor. The entire place went silent. Conversations stopped mid-sentence. Forks froze halfway to mouths. Even the piano player in the corner paused. She pointed at me across the table, finger outstretched like I was something disgusting she'd found on the bottom of her shoe. "I'm divorcing this loser," her voice echoed through the dining room. 10 years. 10 years of wasting my life caring for a grown man who can't do anything right. "I'm done." The room erupted. Laughter, gasps, whispers, her friends at the table clapping, her sister recording it on her phone, grinning like she'd just won the lottery, her best friend Sarah whispering something and both of them laughing harder. Her mother looked uncomfortable, but said nothing. Her father stared at his plate. The waiter by the kitchen smirked. A couple at the next table watched with wide eyes. A woman near the bar had her hand over her mouth. I didn't move, didn't speak, just sat there looking at her calmly. Hands folded on the table, wine glass untouched. She wanted a reaction, tears, begging, a scene, drama she could feed off. I gave her silence. The thing is, I'd known for 3 months. I found the texts in February, late at night. She'd left her phone charging in the bathroom. Screen lit up with a notification. Her boss's name, Michael. I picked it up, unlocked it. Her passcode was our anniversary date. The irony wasn't lost on me. Scrolled through months of messages, her and Michael, planning trips, weekend getaways, hotel rooms, laughing about me. "He doesn't even notice," she wrote. "Too busy being useless." Another message. "I can't wait to leave him. Just need to time it right. Make sure I get everything." Michael's response. "You deserve better. You deserve everything." I read every message, every email, every photo they'd sent each other. Took my time, made mental notes, then I put the phone back exactly where she'd left it. She came out of the shower 10 minutes later, smiled at me. "What are you doing up?" "Couldn't sleep," I said. "You want tea?" "That sounds nice." I made her chamomile tea, extra honey, the way she liked it. We sat on the couch and watched half an episode of her favorite show before bed. I didn't confront her, didn't cry, didn't ask questions. I went to work the next morning, came home, made dinner, asked about her day, smiled when she talked about her promotion opportunity. I played the role she thought I'd always play, the predictable husband, the boring one, the one who didn't notice. But I noticed everything. I even bought her flowers on Valentine's Day. Red roses, expensive ones. She smiled and kissed my cheek, and 5 minutes later she was in the bathroom texting him. I could hear the notifications through the door. While she was planning her exit, I was documenting hers. Bank statements showing withdrawals for hotels, credit card receipts from restaurants I'd never been to, weekend conferences that weren't on her company calendar, screenshots of every message, every email, time-stamped photos from hotel lobbies she'd posted on Instagram and then deleted. Her company, a mid-sized tech firm, had a strict no fraternization policy, especially for management. Zero tolerance, immediate termination. Michael was her direct supervisor, executive level, married with 3 kids, 20-year tenure, on the fast track to VP. I made copies of everything, digital and physical, organized by date in 3 separate folders, backed up to cloud storage, printed and filed in my office at work. I was meticulous, patient, thorough. The anniversary dinner was her grand finale. She'd been planning it for weeks, made the reservation herself, at Bellissimo, the upscale Italian place where I'd proposed 10 years ago. She said she wanted to celebrate our journey. She invited everyone who mattered to her, her parents, her sister, her 2 best friends, her cousin, even her work friends, 3 of them, including someone from HR. 15 people total at a private table in the back. She'd ordered champagne in advance, picked the menu, paid for everything with our joint credit card. She wanted to humiliate me in front of everyone who'd watched us build a life together, everyone who'd been at our wedding, everyone who thought we were happy. She wanted me broken, begging, defeated. Dinner started normally, small talk, toasts, stories about the early days. Her father gave a short speech about commitment. Her mother dabbed her eyes. I smiled, laughed at the right moments, raised my glass, told the story about our first date when I spilled wine on my shirt. Everyone relaxed, thought it was a normal anniversary dinner. Then she stood up, made her speech, screamed about wasting 10 years on me, called me useless, a loser, dead weight. Her friends cheered, clapped. Sarah literally stood up and hugged her. The table went quiet afterward, waiting for my response. Her mother looked uncomfortable. Her father stared at his plate. The HR woman looked like she wanted to disappear. I picked up my glass of water, took a slow sip, looked her directly in the eye. "Okay," I said. That was it. Just okay. Her face twitched. Confusion, then anger. "Okay? That's all you have to say?" I nodded once. "Okay." She grabbed her purse. "I'm leaving. Don't wait up. I won't." She stormed out. Her friends scrambled to follow, her sister still recording, Sarah linking arms with her, all of them laughing as they pushed through the restaurant. I sat there, finished my water. Her parents left quickly, apologized quietly. Her father squeezed my shoulder. I stayed, finished my meal. The waiter, the one who'd smirked, brought the check. I paid Paid it, cash. Left a 30% tip. Drove home alone. She didn't come home that night. Texted me at 2 a.m. Staying at Sarah's, need space. I texted back, okay. She filed for divorce 2 days later, Tuesday morning. I got the papers at work, hand-delivered by a process server who looked embarrassed. Her demands were listed on page 3. The house, the one I'd bought before we got married. My retirement account, the one I'd been contributing to for 15 years. Half my paycheck in ongoing spousal support. Her car payment covered. Her credit card debt paid off. Her lawyer sent a separate letter, 3 pages, smug tone, about how she'd sacrificed her prime years caring for me and deserved compensation for emotional labor and domestic contributions. I read it twice, filed it carefully, didn't respond, waited a week, let her feel confident, let her tell her friends she was going to take everything, let her post vague things on Facebook about new beginnings and knowing your worth. Then I replied, 1 email, no text, no explanation, just an attachment, 347 pages, every text message, every email, every photo from hotel lobbies with timestamps, every receipt from romantic restaurants and weekend getaways while I thought she was at conferences, every lie she'd told me while I made her breakfast and packed her lunch, chat logs with Michael planning their future, her laughing about our sex life, her complaining about having to pretend to care when I talked about my day. I included her company's employee handbook, full PDF, highlighted in yellow. Section 4.7, immediate termination for workplace relationships involving direct reporting structures. Section 4.8, especially those involving power dynamics and managerial oversight. Page 89, zero tolerance policy. No exceptions. I sent copies to 3 people, her lawyer, my lawyer, and one I saved for later. Then I printed everything, packaged it carefully, sent it certified mail to Michael's wife, their home address, signature required. Her lawyer called me exactly 6 days later, Thursday, 2:47 p.m. I was at work, quarterly budget meeting, saw his name on my phone, let it go to voicemail. He called 4 more times in 2 hours. I listened to the messages during my lunch break, sitting in my car, eating the sandwich I'd packed that morning. The first message was aggressive, threatening, legal jargon, words like harassment and defamation and consequences. The second message was different, quieter. He asked me to call him back, said we needed to talk, said there had been a misunderstanding. The third message, he was yelling, but not at me. I could hear my wife in the background, sobbing, voice breaking. Fix this, please, you have to fix this. The fourth message was just him, tired, defeated. What do you want to make this go away? Name your price. I deleted all 4 messages, didn't call back. The next day, Friday, I sent everything to her company's HR department, anonymously. Professional email from a burner account. Subject line, policy violation report, urgent. Attached documentation, dates, times, hotel receipts, text messages discussing work decisions made in bed, emails sent at 3 a.m. from hotel IP addresses. I CC'd the CEO, the head of legal, the entire executive team. She was fired within a week, Tuesday afternoon, escorted out by security, her desk contents in a box, her badge deactivated. Michael was fired the same day, 20 years of tenure, gone. The company released a vague statement about policy violations and maintaining workplace integrity. His wife filed for divorce 3 days later, emergency custody hearing, got a temporary order, took the kids, froze their accounts. Michael tried to contest it, made the local paper. Tech executive embroiled in affair scandal was the headline. His photo from the company website, not flattering. My wife moved into a 1-bedroom apartment across town, near the highway, cheap complex, thin walls. She posted on Facebook asking if anyone knew of job openings, entry level, anything. Nobody responded. 47 people saw it, 0 comments. Her friends stopped calling, stopped liking her posts. Sarah unfollowed her. Her sister made her profile private. The ones who laughed at that dinner, 3 of them reached out to me. Long, apologetic texts. They didn't know the full story. They felt manipulated. They were sorry. I didn't respond. Just blocked them, one by one. The divorce was finalized in April. 4 months start to finish. No fault on paper, but heavily in my favor. The evidence made her claim for alimony laughable. Her lawyer didn't even fight it. Basically told her to take what she could get and move on. I kept the house, my retirement, my car, everything I'd built before and during the marriage. She walked away with her car, still in her name, payments still due, her clothes, her jewelry, her half of our joint checking account, those 1,847 hours, and the weight of what she'd done. I saw her once after that. June, grocery store, Saturday afternoon. I was buying steaks and vegetables. She was in the cereal aisle, buying ramen, boxed wine, generic brand. She looked older, tired, her hair wasn't done, roots showing, no makeup, sweatpants, and a wrinkled t-shirt. She saw me and froze, cart blocking the aisle, eyes wide, calculating, speak or run, apologize or pretend she didn't see me. I pushed my cart past her without a word, didn't even look back, checked out, loaded my car, drove home, never saw her again.